The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Check Mike. Mike 6.
Hey, here we go.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front line.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. There he goes left side. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. That's going to set him back 5 yards.
All day, baby. All day, baby.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots.
Makes the score Patriots 7, Colts nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Mack. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Here we go.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Watch 36. 36 to Mike.
He's tired of me. He's tired of echo. Mike, 36. 36. Hey, get in the weight room. Check 24. Check 24.
Shift. Watch the shift.
Go. Delta.
To throw is Brissett. He's got it to Hilton. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
SOS, SOS, SOS. SOS, SOS, SOS.
Under 10, under 10.
They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Second and 12 at the 36-yard line.
Got it. Check Mike, Mike 6, Mike 6. Hey, let's get that ball. Get that ball. Mike 6.
On 2nd down, it's Mack. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively.
Here we go. Mike 6.
I'm coming.
Mike 6. Mike 6. Go.
I got him. He's mine.
Crack.
On 3rd down, Brissett. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Set. Mike 60 outlaw.
I'm coming.
Watch twist.
A first carry for Samaje Perine. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line.
Yeah, baby.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Oh, here we go.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jones got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Set. Ready. 18 Gator. 58's the Mike.
Oh, get him.
Yep.
Watch the edge.
Yo, Jack, right now.
Now Perine.
I'm here all day.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last
Come on
run.
out here. Come get some. Come out here. Come get some. He don't want it. Check.
Now a carry for Perine. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So naturally they will decline it. They got the first down anyway on the play.
Who needs a penalty when you picked up the first down through hard work and effort anyway? First down.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Now Jones. Gets it to Gordon. A good pickup there, a 22. They're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, saying, hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Check. Hey, watch the edge.
Hey, Charlie.
Throwing Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. They scored the most points of anyone on opening weekend, and now first quarter touchdown here.
And while there's no guarantee that all the points they scored in opening weekend are going to hold up.
And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Samaje Perine, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Well, early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early and give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, and we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Hey, 3, check 3. No. Off. Check.
Toss play. It's Mack.
Switch.
And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down.
Check. Crunch.
Let's check on the call.
Crunch.
So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
There you go. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Mike 36.
From the gun, here's Brissett. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
It's 3rd and long for Brissett. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Switzer on the return. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Patriots take over.
At their own 34-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And now a hook up downfield on second down. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, D. Here I come again.
Looking to throw. Jones. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Get that quarterback at all costs.
Kill.
Hey,
Starting the drive with a give to Mack.
you ain't going nowhere.
A big play there for Indy. Give him 52 yards on the ground. Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today. A guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases?
They missed their fits, didn't they?
Yeah, there was no fit there. The only fit was at the end when he threw his headset down after that big run.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
The Colts with a first red zone opportunity of the ball game. 1st and 10 at the 19. They're going to run this with a tight end. And he stopped immediately there.
That's it, baby.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 19-yard line.
On the ready.
52, Mike 52. It's coming this way. Here we go.
Quick throw here to Hilton. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
The Colts on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. On 3rd down, a run by Mack.
Check 13.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Let's run.
Marlon Mack, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point up and through, and that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
We're going to work.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Check 25. Check 25.
Check. Fresno.
Topper. You're coming.
Here's Pirine.
Run.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Shift, shift, shift.
Now a first carry for their fullback. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And that's a nice gain by him on first down, picking up some key yardage.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 41-yard line.
Ready, set. Mike, 58. 58 to Mike. Watch the run, watch the run. Check, 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 check.
Greystone, travel.
They'll run it here with P-Ryan. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Twist, twist. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist.
And he'll give it here to his running back. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
All day, all day.
And now a carry here for their fullback. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's taken down inside the 30. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Check the backer.
80 weapon.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down.
Check 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Ready.
Now a handoff looking right. And a short gain here down to the 22. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. And his kick here is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Watch the run, watch the run.
Watch twist. Hey, you. Shoot up.
Play action now. Brissett looking for Campbell downfield. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Here's Switzer. So we've reached halftime here at Gillette Stadium with the Patriots on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
218, chop it. Go.
Motion.
55's mine, guys. 55.
Get it.
2nd and 1. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
It's our time, guys. It's our time. You go tight. You got tight.
You draw Corker.
Tight right there.
Undercrush.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Boy, I know you felt that one.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Jeffrey Simmons in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Let's go. Let's do this.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Hatch it.
They go right back to Mack. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Back to the 29. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Check 9.
Now on 2nd and 16. Brissett. Campbell making the catch. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
First down, Indianapolis.
Here we go. Alert flare. Go. Get him.
On first down, Mack. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Long day for you.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Brissett now. They'll run the screen with Mack. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on third and long? Here's Brissett. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll bring up fourth down. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. He'll return it from the 6. Now, a nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
That's good for 28 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 43-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Again, here's P-Ryan. And an alley to run. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
I don't even know why this team showed up. Kill.
They'll try and run with their fullback. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready? 70, Indy, 55. Target.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
Now they try the right side here. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. It's second and goal, but now all the way back at the 14.
On the ball. Mike 55, Mike 55.
Get your swerve on. 55's Mike, guys, 55.
Second and 14.
I'm gonna run you over.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Yeah, baby.
A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And his kick is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Now after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on 3rd down. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. And that leaves them with 3rd and long, which means you got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Play fake, Brissett. And he's got his man, Hilton. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You've got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Coming to you, coming to you.
Jam him. Jam. That's it.
On 1st and 10, Brissett. And the catch made by Hilton. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the Patriots' 46-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Throwing, Brissett. He completes this one to Mack. And he's got this down to the 35. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 35. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Check, check, check.
A first down throw for Brissett. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Paris Campbell, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a 1-score, 6-point game. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Let's go!
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal? End the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Kill. Out. Now.
They'll run again with Pirine. Now this will go for 5 up to the 33. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
Exit. 58, right over there. Mike,
Back to
58,
throw.
right there.
Jones.
You think you gonna get this?
Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Out of the gun, Brissett. Complete to Hilton. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Brissett from the gun on 3rd. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
So another big shot dodged there defensively. Now they're just one more incompletion away from salting away this victory, and I know this feeling. They're almost giddy, but they have to stay focused and locked in. They can make one big mistake and throw it all away.
So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down.
Hey, check 24. Watch. Wide, get wide.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Check 49. Check 49. Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39.
Now Brissett on 4th down. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Gator. 55, Mike. Hey, let's get in them holes. He's checking. 61, matchbox lights. 5.
Now a handoff looking right. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Here we go. Pick the edge.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll go to P-Rod, trying to pound it in. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
So the Patriot offense stays out there, and they'll line up and go for 2.
Bravo. Ready.
Here's Jones, operating from the gun. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And nothing but daylight ahead. 30. 10. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
Let's go. Interception, baby. Let's go.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
They keep it on the ground. Mack again. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Brissett, and nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Watch twist. Watch. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip. Check 43. 61. Max box. Right. 29 is the Mike. Mike 29. Watch the backer. Watch the backer. 29 is the Mike. Mike 29. We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go. He's crashing. He's crash. Slams.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. And Charles, you know what coaches always